Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Chats with Chaudhry. I hope you're safe and well. Today, I'm delighted to join my good friend, Rudolf Weiss, who is Global Head of Pharma and a member of the Division Management of Staubli Robotics. And Rudi and I caught up very briefly at Pharmapack this week, and I found out that Staubli Robotics will be at Interphex next week. And while sadly I'm not there next week in New York City, Staubli certainly are. And we thought we'd take this opportunity to find out a bit more about Staubli and what they'll be discussing with visitors at Interphex next week in New York City at Javits Center. So first of all, Rudi, it's lovely to see you. How are you?
Fine. Hi, Rizwan. Pleasure to talk to you. It was a busy week, for both of us.
It was a busy week. So I know you were at both PDA Robotics and Pharmapack this week. So how were the shows for you?
I think let's start with the PDA, automation and robotics in Dublin was very interesting. I mean, you can feel we are pioneers in the industry. We talk a lot about mobile robotics, use cases, stationary robots, upgrades, and it's all driven a little bit by the Annex 1. You can feel that the industry is looking really for new solutions, and it's the right time to talk about robotics in the pharmaceutical world.
Fantastic. And how was Pharmapack? Because for me on the first day certainly felt busy, but was it busy on day two as well?
Yeah, for us it was the same level on day two as well, and you could really feel it. Everybody was looking forward to meet live in person, and it was really. And we had a feeling COVID was not existing, and this was good.
Fantastic. Now you touched upon it a bit when you were talking about the PDA Robotics event that you were at, but for those who are not familiar with Staubli Robotics, could you just give me a very quick overview of the business and what you do?
Yeah, first of all, Staubli is a Swiss company. We have around 6,000 employees, and we have 4 divisions. This is the electrical connectors, fluid connectors, textile, and the robotics, where I belong to. And yeah, we are a pretty big company. We are doing around 1.5 billion Swiss francs turnover. And robotics, I mean, robotics is the fastest growing division at the moment. Yeah. But this is by nature. Yeah.
Right. Well, let's talk about the growth, because actually you and I did a live interview at CPHI Worldwide in November last year in Milano. So how have things developed at Staubli, and how's the market changed since you and I spoke in November? I mean, what's the feedback you're getting from people now as COVID is easing off and people have now become more accustomed to adding new technology, although pharma I know is very conservative in general. So how are people accepting robotics now in the industry?
I think you can feel really the driver, and the driver is the new EU GMP Annex 1, mainly in Europe, and this is rolled out worldwide. And we have a lot of discussions around robotic applications with OEMs, also with end users and system integrators, with engineering companies, and you can feel really the drive. And this is a very exciting journey what we are doing at the moment. And I mean, when we talked last time on CPHI, we had a big R&D roadmap for new developments. We defined it 1.5 years ago. It's on the way, and now it's time to launch the first products.
Fantastic. And that leads on quite nicely, actually, because I think one of the first products you're launching, will it be at Interphex?
Yes, at the Interphex, because it's one of our main events this year, and the North American pharma market is key for us. We launched the next generation of aseptic pharmaceutical aseptic robotics. It's called SteriClean Plus, and we are very happy to welcome hopefully a lot of customers there.
Fine, fantastic. Well, let's talk about Interphex. And so Interphex is running next week, as I say, in New York City at the Javits Center. It runs from May the 24th to the 26th. So you mentioned obviously you've got a new product there. So first of all, what's the booth number? How can people see the new product? Where can they see it?
Yeah, so our booth, the Staubli booth, is 3125, and our team is waiting for a lot of customers, hopefully.
Fantastic. And I understand you're also speaking as part of a panel next week as well.
Exactly. We got an invitation to speak on Wednesday, the 25th, from 3:15 p.m. on, and it's a live panel discussion with a customer of us, and the topic is how robotic solutions can future-proof pharmaceutical production.
Right. One question I want to ask you, though, because I've got you here and you're such an expert on robotics, is from your perspective, speaking to a lot of customers, what are some of the biggest challenges customers are coming to you about in relation to implementing robotics within their sort of production line or laboratories and so on?
Now you have to differentiate between, I would say, already existing running validated equipment and new equipment. this is for sure a hurdle to change something on an already validated system. But a lot of customers look for use cases, look for new possibilities to integrate robotic solutions to make production more flexible, safer, to help operators. It's not really about to replace operators. This is really not the case. It's just to help them. And yeah, we have still the highest hurdles are the hygienic design of a robot. Yeah, this is robotics you can find everywhere, but in the pharma, to build the right hygienic designed robot, this is a big hurdle.
Right. Okay. Oh, and people will be able to discuss that with you and find out how to overcome that at Interphex next week.
Yeah, on the Interphex, you can see the solution how to do
it. Fantastic. Now, if people can't make it though to New York City for Interphex next week, where else can they meet Staubli in person to find out more about the new robots you're talking about?
I mean, we are joining regularly all PDA, ISPE conferences. We will be on Interphex in Tokyo live with the same concept as in New York. We are on the CPHI Global in Frankfurt end of the year, which is for sure the biggest event for us, as we canceled ACHEMA because ACHEMA is in the middle of the holiday season here, and therefore it would make no sense really. Therefore, we focus on other events, and for sure we regularly post on LinkedIn. We keep our customers updated.
Fantastic. Well, look, Rudi, I know you've had a punishing schedule leading up to this week, and you've got a continuing punishing schedule of travel for the next few weeks as well. So I wish you a safe trip to New York City and a fantastic Interphex next week.
Thank you very much.
And viewers, there you go. So if you're at Interphex next week, then check out Staubli booth. It's booth 1325. And you can also meet Rudi and the team there and find out more about the new robot. So that's exciting stuff. And at the same time, you can listen to the panel discussion on the Wednesday as well, which Rudi is part of. And if you can't make that, then obviously there's lots of other events, as Rudi mentioned, at PDA, ISP, at CPHI worldwide as well. So you can check those events out. And if you can't attend any of those events for whatever reason, or you want to know more up-to-date information sooner, you can go to the LinkedIn page or to the website, which the link will be above the video. So once again, Rudi, have a fantastic trip and a great Interphex. And viewers, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay well and stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.